Hey guys. So for some of you, I know you like it when I read it to you, so I am going to go through the Google Slides of King Tut with you. Okay? Alrighty. So King Tut intro. Tutankhamun was an Egyptian pharaoh who ruled from 1332 to 1323 BCE during the New Kingdom period. Today he is commonly known as King Tut. King Tut was largely known to the modern world King Tut was largely unknown to the modern world until 1922, when a British archaeologist named Howard Carter discovered his tomb. The discovery of King Tut's tomb received worldwide press coverage. His early life. King Tut was born as Tutankhamun in 1341 BCE. Modern genetic testing has indicated that he was almost certainly the son of the pharaoh Akhenaten. If you remember, he was the one that tried to change the Egyptian religion to monotheism. Akhenaten was known for abandoning the worship of traditional Egyptian gods in favor of worshipping Aten, the disk of the sun. So his early life, he was tall but physically frail. He suffered from a bone disease in his left foot, and he also suffered from genetic disorders caused by his parents being relatives. Tutankhaten became pharaoh around the age of 9 in 1332 BCE. When he became pharaoh, he married his half-sister. You can see the name. Due to his age, Tutankhamun likely had powerful advisors. 3 years after becoming pharaoh, he reversed several changes his father had made. Most notably, he ended the worship of the god Aten and restored the worship of Amen. It was at this point he took the name Tutankhamun, meaning living image of Amen. Remember, with the Egyptian pharaohs, they thought that they were gods. As pharaoh, Tutankhamun began many building projects, most notably at Karnak in Thebes. He also attempted to restore diplomatic relations with nearby kingdoms. He died around the age of 19. His exact cause of death has been the subject of debate. We will talk about that more this week. While some speculate he may have been assassinated, most historians believe his death was accidental. DNA testing has indicated that Tutankhamun was infected with a severe strain of malaria. Most historians believe he died of a combination of genetic defects, complications from a broken leg, and malaria. There's evidence to indicate that his burial was hurried. Dark brown splotches in his burial chamber indicate his tomb may have been closed before the paint had a chance to dry. His tomb was unusually small considering his status, leading some to believe he was buried quickly in a tomb intended for someone else. Eventually, the location of Tutankhamun's tomb was lost. Stone chips from other tombs were either dumped on Tutankhamun's tomb or deposited on it by floods. The tomb remained sealed for over 3,200 years. In 1922, after a systematic search, English archaeologist Howard Carter discovered Tutankhamun's tomb. Carter's search was financially supported by an English aristocrat, George Herbert, the Earl of Carnarvon, sometimes called Lord Carnarvon. King Tut's tomb was the most intact ancient Egyptian tomb ever discovered. Over 5,000 items were discovered in the tomb. And remember, they buried their possessions with them. That's why there was so much stuff. They thought they could take it all to the afterlife with them. Howard Carter and his team spent a decade cataloging the items discovered. Items in King Tut's tomb included a solid gold coffin, thrones, trumpets, food and wine, sandals, and much more. Artifacts from King Tut's tomb have toured the world in museum shows. The Treasures of Tutankhamun tour ran from 1972 to 1979 and visited the US, the Soviet Union, West Germany, Japan, France, and Canada. His relics are among the most traveled artifacts in the world. Is there a curse? For many years, rumors persisted of a curse of the pharaohs cast upon anyone who disrupted an ancient Egyptian mummy. It was widely claimed that many people present at the opening of King Tut's tomb soon died under mysterious circumstances. We are going to look at this more Wednesday and Thursday. Lord Carnarvon, the financial backer of the excavation team of King Tut's tomb, died from an infected mosquito bite approximately 4 months after the tomb was opened. Some suggested that there could be a scientific reason for the deaths, such as bacteria in the tomb. In reality, evidence does not support a curse of the pharaohs. The curse can be regarded as a cultural and not scientific phenomenon. Howard Carter may have promoted the story of the curse as a way to keep would-be intruders away from his history-making discovery. Of the 58 people present when King Tut's tomb was opened, only 8 died within the next 12 years. Only 8. Howard Carter died in 1939 at the age of 64. Lord Carnarvon's daughter, who was among the first people to enter the tomb, lived another 57 years, dying in 1980. So, you'll get more information on this, and then you can make your decision. Although Tutankhamun was not a highly esteemed pharaoh in his lifetime, he is one of the best-known pharaohs today due to the discovery of his tomb. His tomb's discovery in 1922 sparked a renewed interest in ancient Egypt, which today is often symbolized by his burial mask. Pictured right here, guys. And that is the slideshow today, okay? So, just a reminder, if you didn't watch the first video, your code word is curse today, okay? And all you had to do was listen and watch that or read it, and then tomorrow you're going to use this same slideshow to answer a sheet with questions on it, okay? Have a fantastic day, my friends.